Hello, this is Keith, also known as Elias Windrider on many forums. It's also probably the name of my YouTube account. Today I'm going to do a review of two Vader's Vault sabers. One is this Rev-N Elite with a few things done differently on it. And one is this 89 Sabers Mace installed by Vader's Vault. Both of these have Crystal Shard 4.5 installed in them, and they both have plectropixel blades. The differences between them is that the blade for the Mace is a 7/8 inch blade, and the blade for the Rev-N is a 1-inch blade. Also, the speaker for the Rev-N is about 24 millimeters across, and the speaker for the let's take this off. I guess I'm spoiling something here. The speaker for the Mace is about 26 millimeters across. Now, there's a big difference in sound. Same sound card, slightly bigger speaker. Maybe it has partly to do with the pommel, but the sound on the Mace is so much better. Okay, here we go. We'll measure this now. So, hold on a second. Measuring it this way, it also appears to be 24 millimeters across. I guess I measured it wrong before. Yeah, same speaker. So I guess the difference is entirely due to the pommel. But there is a big difference in sound on between these two sabers, and the Mace has much better sound. How did I measure that wrong before? Anyways, I had a little trouble figuring out how to change the battery on the Mace because it came not fully charged. And I was trying to unscrew this and nuts, and shake it to get the speaker out, and it just wasn't going anywhere. And I was really afraid to try and force it. So I texted the guy at Vader's Vault, and what happened, he told me that the grip unscrews. So tip one for Mace owners, you want to change the battery and screw the tip. So yeah. And then it has this ribbon here where you can just pull it and pop out the battery. I don't need to do that right now. It's a tight fit though. Which leads me to my next point. I watched all the videos on what's it called? On saberfont.com, and oh yes, particularly the Rogue video and the Fates video. And I was going, oh, it's got these spin sounds and it's got the stab sounds, and there's very little documentation whatsoever on what the crystal shard board can do, because there are only a few companies who get to sell it. Vader's Vault was one of them. Genesis Custom Sabers is another. But on Genesis Custom Sabers website, there is a little information about the Crystal Shard 4.5, and it says it lists the sound it has, and spins and swings are not on it. So if you are like me and you're hoping for spins and stab sounds, you're not going to get them with the Crystal Shard 4.5. Now, Vader's Vault sabers, all their combat class, are exclusively crystal shard 4.5 because the hilts are not big enough to fit a crystal focus, which is the only way you're going to get for a Plector Labs board. The only way you're currently going to get the spin sounds and the stab sounds. So now it's a wonderful saber other than that, but if you were looking for the spin sounds and the stab sounds, you're not going to get them from the Vader's Vault Combat class, at least not until Plector Labs upgrades their crystal shard soundboards to be able to do that. That's one thing I was a little disappointed at. Otherwise, beautiful saber. Another thing, for the Rev-N, you just unscrew the pommel, and then you shake it really hard many times. It helps to hold by the blade, and it helps to be standing up when you're doing this so you don't hit anything. And eventually the speaker, this chassis will come out, and you'll be able to grab it, but it's a little hard to get out. Some other differences here. I much prefer the retention screw, the blade retention screw on the Rev-N. It's bigger, it's easier to use. Now, if you look at with the Mace, see, 89 Sabers Mace box, yay, oh, sorry. Right? It's up right side up the first time. I'm kind of trying to read backwards in the phone here. So, 89 Sabers Mace window, high-end collector's, and it is a wonderful saber. The sound on it is amazing. Not saying the sound on the Rev-N is bad because that's loud. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't be able to tell the difference if I didn't have them next to each other. But the sound on this Mace is wonderful, and I think it all comes up to down to the pommel, I guess. Now, if you're gonna look, let's see, where's that camera? Right there. That little thing there is the blade retention screw. All right. It's really teeny tiny. It fills in one of these drill holes near the blade socket. It's really teeny tiny. You're gonna have a hard time. All right. When first, if the blade retention screw comes all the way out, it's kind of hard, at least for me, because I got glasses here. It's kind of hard to figure out which one of these holes has the threads, screw threads in it to put the little mini retention screw in there. But it's the one opposite the center button. Now, on the Mace, these two buttons are not decorative. The one if you're holding this in the right hand, the one on your thumb, that's power. The one over here, this one here is a blaster block reflex. It's an auxiliary switch. So that's interesting. So I'm gonna put this. Oh, by the way, first run that Vader's Vault did of the Mace sabers came with the Plector Pixel blade plug. If you got Plector Pixel, it comes with that for free. Future runs, if there are any ever, you will have to spend an extra $35 to get the LED. The Plector Pixel blade plug. So I'm going to put this 7/8 blade in here, and I'm going to tighten this very small retention screw. And I dropped the retention screw because it's not the retention screw, the Allen wrench. Landed in my pocket, and now where did it go? Okay. There it is. This is really tiny. Compare that to the regular one. Right. Right. Really small. This one, the one that you put in the tension screw for the mace is really, really teeny tiny. All right, there we go. All right. Now, my son is less than 2 years old, but I got him his, this is his 5th birthday present because I knew I wouldn't be able to get it later. My son is Samuel Lucas. So I thought he should have Samuel or Mace Windu's, hold on, I didn't put this in far enough. All right. So, all right. Just all the way in. There we go. There we go. It's a tight blade socket, which is a good thing, so the blade won't fall out. My son's favorite color is blue, which is what it's set to right now, but I think the sound is off here. All right, and let's try switching this up. I don't know why, but this came with, seems like 6 sound fonts. I'm not sure what they all are. I paid for 4 of them. Well, Shatterpoint came with it, and then I have Rogue Fates, both of those by Genesis Custom Savers. The Shatterpoint is also by Genesis Custom Savers, but it comes with a mace. And then I've got Invictus on here, and there seems to be 2 others, which I'm not sure what they are. Invictus. Okay. This party's over. Ah, this is Shatterpoint. A nice purple blade. Alright. That's a pretty amazing sound there. Also, I think I ordered the 7/8. I ordered the heavy grade blade for both the Rev-N and the Mace. But the 7/8 blade on the Mace, it's visibly brighter than the 1-inch blade on the Rev-N. So all around, the Mace is a really great saber. There's some custom detailing on this wrap here that's really cool. So 89 sabers, Mace installed by Vader is all wonderful, absolutely amazing saber. I liked it more than I thought I would be. I was thinking before that the Mace saber was a little ostentatious, pretty, you know, overly decorative, and I went for something simple with the Rev-N for myself, and I bought this too. So my son will be able to use this, and I'll be able to use this when he's 5, and we'll be able to duel.